This is the entry to the Doe Mountain Trail. This is the Trailhead at the parking lot. There's room here for about 20 cars altogether. There's a group coming up with Copper Trail Sound Car service. We're gathering together up here, getting ready to hike up the top of the plateau. This is at the end of October. And in the background here is the plateau that we're going to be going up to in just a couple of minutes. We start out to make the ascent, about a 400-foot climb to the top of the plateau here. Right around the first corner, you come across a register. There's a place for people to open up the top of the cabinet here, and there's a form, pencil and paper waiting for you right there. Register so they know who is using the trail, and just in case they have to come out here and hunt for anybody. And everyone's expected to sign in when they get ready to hike up the trail towards the top of the plateau. The trail here on Doe Mountain moves back and forth up the side of the mountain. It's a pretty rapid ascent. The trail has switchbacks all the way up along the side of the mountain here. Any place along the mountain you decide to stop is well worth the effort. This is absolutely the most beautiful view you've ever seen in your life. What a gorgeous place to be. It's absolutely beautiful out here. And we stopped about halfway up the side of the climb here. Take some pictures of the scenery. There is so much to see, you can hardly take it all in. Absolutely beautiful. Get to looking down below here at the parking lot where we started out from. Here's the cars lined up. The area where we started from just a few minutes ago. This didn't take us but a half an hour. And this is, once you stop along the side up here and take a look and see where you've been and where you've come from, the closer that we get to the top, the steeper it tends to be. The trail gets to be, for the last 50 feet or so climb, maybe 100 feet, this last little bit up here, it gets to be quite a steep trail right here. The view is spectacular. There's so much to see out here, way on down in the valley. The terrain is a little bit tough, and sometimes trying to grow up here can be a real tough situation for the trees, the plants. They find a little spot to stick their roots out in, then away they go. Whatever it takes, that's what you have to give it. There's more than one way to get by. When you reach the top of the plateau, there are trails marked across the plateau so you don't get lost up on the top here. It's an easy walk when you get to the top, nice and flat, not too much vegetation up here, and there's a few other people of course, but you have to be careful about the wind because the wind can blow pretty hard up here. And when the wind is blowing real hard, the sand starts to blow around. It gets in your eyes. You don't want to walk off the edge of the plateau. But it is all worth the effort. Waiting for just a couple of minutes and walking a little bit farther certainly is worth it when you see the interesting scenery. Family down here on the side having a picnic. This is the place to be. The side of Doe Mountain looking off towards Sedona. Oh, there may be a little wind today, but off the edge of the mountaintop, a little bit of wind doesn't really hold a candle to the magnificent, huge, grand view that you get up here. As we pan around off in the distance over here, you begin to see the outer edges of the people who are in Sedona. See some of the houses scattered around the mountains out here. May even recognize some of the formations on the side of the mountains out here. You see the edge of the plateau. It's quite a significant drop right down the edge. Now everyone gathers back up at the head of the trail off the edge of the plateau, starting back home again. Had a picnic and a marvelous afternoon up on top of the plateau. Everybody gathers at the top of the trail, getting ready for the hike back down the side. What a marvelous way to spend a day. Top of Doe Mountain, up on top of the plateau.